What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Dragon Quest Builders. And now, there's a bit of a problem I need to address. You might notice there's, another person in the town, and some things have kind of changed a little bit. So basically what happened was I recorded episode 31, which is now this one, the same time I recorded episode 30, which was the last episode. And somehow, in my harebrain of a brain, when I rendered the last episode, I somehow managed to think I did both of them, and I deleted the footage to clear up room on my hard drive for more recordings. And it was only later that afternoon when I realized I had deleted both of them before I actually rendered both of them. So I basically have about an episode's worth of stuff that transpired that I basically don't have, that you did not see. So I'm gonna kind of try to semi-recreate it a little bit. So basically, I talked to Baird, who is this bloke here with the green hat, and he basically told me they came from a land of snowy, where it's like winter all the time, right? Which is basically going through the red portal to, I forget the name of it, to be honest. Oh, I think that's the other place when we first started this chapter. It was like Gallenholm or something. So Gallenholm, or whatever it's called, is the place through here, and it's like winter all the time. So he tells us that in the trek over here, he basically lost his bride-to-be, Cecile, I think is her name, which is the girl there, and they got separated in a blizzard, and he managed to get over here, but when it actually is kind of a funny story. When he was holding her hand, and when he finally got through the blizzard and turned around and looked, he was holding hands with a Powie Yowie. I know the name sounds funny, but again, we actually had our first encounter with them in this land over here. They kind of look like a Bumble, or basically a Rudolph Abominable Snowman. So then he managed to get over here, but he had lost her, so I had to go rescue his bride-to-be, blah 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 blah. So I go find her. Apparently, not a bride-to-be, old friend, who doesn't know why he's so hung up on the whole bride-to-be thing, and she actually likes burly, muscular men like these guys. So, two different sides, two different stories. But needless to say, we found her and brought her back. Now, in the meantime, Barbella was asking us to make something to combat the fiery dancing flames because we can't hurt them. So she made, or rather I invented with her help, once we got ice from Gallenholm, we found crack shots, which are basically ice grenade bullet things. You kind of throw them like a grenade, but they look more like a bullet. So it's a projectile, and you use them on the fire things, and it'll kill them in almost one shot, I think, and when they die, they typically drop these flame orbs, okay? And the alternative is sizz shots, which I'm still a little iffy on the name, because that could easily be mispronounced. Anyways, they work the other way, that you would use them on cold things. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And I don't think we've come up with... She wants to use, basically... Galileo is her former mentor, I guess. I don't know if that name came up prior to the last episode that got deleted or not, so I'm mentioning the name. But basically, he was the... I'm actually going to go through here so you guys can see Gallenholm while I explain all this. So, yeah, by the way, my bad about all that. I mean, whoops. So, yeah, the land is kind of snowy. And there's snow everywhere. There they are! They're Powie Yowies, or I like to call them Bumbles, because they totally look like the Abominable Snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Because everybody knows Bumbles bounce. Anyways, there's also Mithril in this area. Ooh, there's a lot of it actually over here. which I've been collecting because I don't know if I'll end up being able to use it for, like, another tier of armor or weapons. I mean, it just makes sense as the next portal. So, anyways, I mean, so far, it's been relatively simple like this. There was a lake over this way, in this direction, and, I got blocks of ice, which is what you needed. Yeah, ice and iron ingots for the crack shots. And then the scissor shots are lava and iron ingots. So there's that. But overall, this is kind of how the place looked. I mean, I haven't found anything too drastically different in other areas where we went for quests. There's also these robot guys, which are really annoying. I really do not like those guys. The Bumbles are okay. The robot guys, whew, not fun. So anyways, Barbella was telling us, I'm gonna go over to this area to show you how the crack shots work on the Dancing Flames. But she was telling us that Galileo, his ultimate weapon, was working on some way to combine fire and ice. So that's why she wanted us to go collect the fire orbs, which I now had enough of. She wanted me to get 5 of them, which I have. You can see them in my hotbar. Where are the... Ow. Where are the dancing flames? They're usually over here somewhere. This is where I killed most all of mine that I needed. Anyways, when I find one, I will show you how it works. Oh, there's one! Okay, so... You know, blah blah blah, can't normally hurt them. And you hit square, and it just kind of one-shots them, which is great. Now, I saw this guy a couple of times, and I made a joke about that's probably the Magmalus because it's a giant hand, right? And then I was like, nah, that's probably not it, because they usually come to the base and attack you and all that good stuff. Well, it turns out, according to Barbella, that's all anyone has ever seen of the Magmalus, because it never really needs to do anything else. So its hand pops up, and it usually kills things, yada yada yada. So that actually is part of the Magmalus that we're needing to fight in this chapter. So there's that. But she basically says that the monsters are out to basically make use of Galileo's machines or ultimate weapon thing to try and just, you know, get more powerful, and we're trying to use them to stop the monsters. And you need basically the hybrid of the fire and ice in order to hurt the Magmalus thing. At least that's what she's saying so far. I'm still not 100% sure I believe her story, given the elf dude that was in front of the thing that, you know, we can see ghosts, and he said, you know, don't trust her, she's a murderer. I'm under the suspicion that was Galileo, and she actually killed him. I'm not entirely sure if she's actually the Magmalus or not. That's another theory I've been working on. But I don't know. So then, as we talked to her, she was basically like, I can't come up with a way to... Oh, good grief. I need them to make me more food, to be honest. I'm like starving over here. She said, I need you to make me a room to where I can think properly and come up with a way to basically... do like a room for herself, like a workshop where she can think, because the the muscle heads are basically getting in her face all the time, and she's like getting distracted. Ah, finally. So she can't come up with any ways to remember what Galileo taught her about all the stuff. Oh, I've got stuff here. Whoops. So she asked us to make a room, and that's pretty much, if I remember correctly, kind of everything that transpired. Now, I did lower this when we rebuilt the city. I don't remember if this was in the last episode or not, but I basically made this into the ground so I could just easily run by and shoot stuff, and if there was anything in front of us, it would kill them. So hopefully that's kind of a... Hopefully that'll work. I'm hoping. But so yeah, the next step is basically to build her room, which is very, very needy. So she needs, for one, earth, which is weird, and I'll probably change it after the blueprint works and it finishes the quest. But we need that, barrel, wooden door, lantern, bookcase, welder's workbench, book, button, and chest. So a lot of stuff. I actually ended up getting all of the dirt that I needed. That's kind of funny. But, so yeah, I think I'm going to build all of this, and then when it's like 1 block away from completion or whatever, I may then come back and kind of show what we've got. But I should point out, I might, when we... That was weird. Oh, that's where the button goes. Whoops. I may, because eventually, I've talked before, that we'll probably follow all the chapters and then do like a challenge run to complete all the challenge, and then go into a Terra Incognita where it's more like a Minecraft build, whatever you want. So I may stretch this section out again in the challenge run, because it doesn't take you any more time to be in the dialogue screens or anything. And I might do that so that you guys actually get to see the dialogue that I skipped or whatever. Let me know if that's important to you or not, because when I get to that part again, I will probably do something to that effect. But in the meantime, I'm going to build her hut, house, whatever you want to call it, and gather, if I need anything. I don't think I'm going to need anything. I think I have everything I need. But I'm going to get this finito, and then I will come back and we will continue. Okay, so I think I have everything that I need. We have all the earth walls. We put the barrel over on the side, the chest, the 4 bookshelves, so all I need is the lantern, button, book, and welder's workbench. Now, the workbench didn't add anything to that room. It didn't make it a different room, so I just stole it, basically, rather than having to build another one. So we're going to put a button there. I have no idea what it's for. We're going to put the book there. Oh, the button is probably for the lantern, isn't it? Wait, why did I put it over there? I don't want it over there. Gimme. There we go. Now, if I were to... Okay. How do I unpush it? I guess it's not just on a timer. So it's probably like a redstone mechanic where it toggles the blocks next to it kind of thing, but if it was... Actually, just for the heck of it, let's experiment. If I were to put this over here... Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay, so it's kind of like a redstone where the button... Yeah. The button goes from one area to the other. Alright. Or 1 block next to each other. Oh! Master Planner. Oh, that's cool! Wait, no. It was already... It was already the, I had the... Oh, that's funny. Okay, so here's what I was laughing at. I had the blueprint over the floor, so when I built this, I thought it turned the floor into the thatch stuff. Or the straw flooring. And it was just because I put it over top of that, and I totally forgot. Okay. Alright, so it's specific for her blueprint that she gives you, but it doesn't look like there's actually specific for the walls or anything. So because of that, we're gonna make this all brick. Assuming I can. There we go. I wasn't sure if I could get to that or not. I mean, I got a ton of these kits left over, so might as well. There we go. That's much better. Much nicer. Actually, we're almost at a level 4, so that's kind of cool. And I did make some tracks in order to... I really hope it was in the last episode and not the one that got deleted. But I found a puzzle-type area with a chest that'll probably open if I do the... if I replace the tracks. Alright, so let's talk to her. Yes, that's exactly the kind of workroom I wanted. Thanks a million, Sparrow. Now I'll be able to study Galileo's notes in peace, and come up with something what'll wipe that Magmalus out. You know, inventing weapons ain't exactly my cup of tea. But I've got to stick at it. Stick at it? You mean with it? I'm the only one who knows the kind of stuff Galileo was working on. Why'd I get a job working for an inventor if I don't like inventing? Don't get the wrong idea, Sparrow. It weren't like I was his apprentice or nothing. I was just helping out, is all. And anyway, dragging up the past ain't gonna get us nowhere. More importantly, Sparrow, while you were busy building that room, I remembered something about one of Galileo's old inventions. Here, let me tell you about it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got another thingy. Oh, a piston! We're getting all Minecrafty on us over here. Wait a minute, what did that... It said it was a booby trap. Hold the phone. It's probably on this table. Piston. A booby-trapped box fitted with a powerful propulsive paddle. Forcefully pushes away any monster or person in it hits. Spring iron ingot thermo battery. Huh. Now, if I was super duper, like, overprotective of this place, and was in not a hurry at all, I would gather up all the ingredients and make pistons for the entire wall. That every time one got close, it would just constantly push them away. That would be awesome. But I, however, do not want to do all that. Now, before we go off and do... you know what? Let me sleep. I'm gonna end up doing, like, the challenge run thing where you gotta do it in X amount of days or whatever anyway, so I'm getting to where if it's close tonight, I'm just gonna sleep. I don't feel like dealing with all the mobs and everything. It's no biggie. I'm gonna go over here, though, because I want to actually find that place that I had before with the tracks and fix it, because that was something I know I can do to unlock the chest. Part of me just kind of wants to jump off there, but I know it would kill me. Now, I don't know exactly where I was. I know I was over to the northwest-ish kind of area, but it was quite a ways. Actually, that doesn't look familiar at all, so I must have been further up than that. Okay, I think I found it. It is to the northwest, so over that way was where the portal is, because you can tell based on the ruins I said I had never seen before, and it's over this way, and you can kind of see the island right there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, what is this? Oh, that's right. I forgot about the cactus stuff. Yay, more food. Okay, so, again, I don't remember if... I think this was in the last episode or the one before, not the one that got lost. But when the track is joined for a cart to ride once more, the chest will open. Now, if I interpreted that correctly... Oh, nuts. Is there an angled track? I think there is. What is it under? Is it under building? Dagnabbit, there is slopes. Pooh. I needed the slope ones, not the straight ones. Well, I do need some of the straight ones, so I guess it's no harm, no foul, but still. Actually, what I really need is, I really need some... Yeah, see, it sparked, like, the completing a blueprint kind of thing. What I really need is the, I don't have any more of the Chimera wings at the moment. So I'm gonna have to walk my way back, which sucks. Hey, wait a minute. How do I put this the right way? No. I guess from this... Dagnabbit! How do I get this to go? No, for real, though. Okay, what is the matter here? I need it to go... the other way. Is there like a wrench or something I can rotate it with? Good lord. Thank you! Goodness gracious. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure everything else is the angled or sloped. I think I'm missing one slope track there, and then that would activate that. Okay. One thing I am going to do, I have yet to do this, but we're going to do it, is I'm going to use one of these globe guys and place this down right there. So I'll be able to find it again. I've actually got to hot foot my way back, though, which kind of sucks. Oh well. And I might bring my buddies back with me. Because if I do that, there were 2 chests along the way that I couldn't open, basically. Well, I could, but I couldn't fight off all the guys. So if I bring back the 3 amigos with me, I should be able to do that. Okay, so we're back. The bad news is it is nighttime. I wasn't really paying attention when we left, and I didn't really feel like going through the process of getting them all to party up again. So there's the characters I mentioned. Or not characters, really, but the bad guys that I mentioned before, that I couldn't really fight all of them on my own. So I figured I'd bring friends. Because if we kill all of them, then we unlock one of these chests, which seems like it could be useful. Whoops, totally missed that. Woo! Sweet! So there's one down. What do we get? Ooh, a seed of life. That's useful. Sweet. There's another one over here. And once we have conquered all of these... Yeah, I like having these guys, because they basically just take all of the aggro, which is great. I'm just like, hey, what's going on? Oh, you want to attack my buddies? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. While I charge up a power strike. The other cool part is that because they do, because they take, oh, wood. Okay, that's random. I guess that would be, for the challenge run, would be a good idea. So you don't have to wait till you're over in another area in order to get, like, the... whatchamacallit? The coffers. Are you guys stuck now? Man, you guys just stink. I'd like to build you a path. Goodness gracious. Well, at least it's daytime now. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay. So I don't need this now. That can go away. So once I place... Alright, cool. What do I get? Sparrow opens the treasure chest. What luck, he finds the roller coaster blueprint. Oh, what now? Whoa! Alright. Now, one trick I have learned is you can go into building and blueprints and you don't have to actually place them down to see what they are. Okay, 23 earth, 20 straight track, curve, slope, braziers. So I guess it's just a... I guess that's to raise the value of your city or something? I'm not really sure what that's for. Unless it's a challenge for something. I might just steal all of these, I don't know. Oh, dang! From out of nowhere. Oh, it's a silver guy. Come on, guys, we got this. Where are you going? Get him! Get him! Man, they're fast. Oh, he disappeared. Alright, anyways. So we can always come back and steal more of those if we need to. Okay. So this is kind of one of those now's as good a time as any, I suppose, situations. So let's get this show on the road. No. Barbella. Better gird up them loins of yours, Sparrow. The Magmalus's army's on its way. Looks like them new weapons we've come up with really put the wind up 'em. Wind 'em up? I'm not sure what she meant there. They're on the way over to shut our research down. But as long as we've got enough crack shots ready to launch, we'll be able to handle any dancing flames that come knocking. What do you say, Sparrow? Are you ready to show them monsters what we can do? Actually, no, because I want to see if I can make any more of those. I can. Let's do that, because I don't really have that many of them. Alright. Now let's do that. Oops, I got skipped crazy. But there ain't nothing that clears my head like globbering a few monsters. Leave a piece of them for me, won't you? Oh, you can have as many of them as you like. All you. Alright, so we're probably going to be dealing with a lot of fire guys this time. I'm really kind of hoping. Yes! Come on. Okay, that's kind of fun. So basically, I really just needed to put them down lower. Aw, come on now. Oh my gosh. And they're through. Really don't like these purple guys. Woo! Okay, hold up. Does that hurt them too? Okay, so this is the first wave, so we're more than likely gonna have to deal with another wave, I think. And it's probably gonna be the fire-related guys. Oh, I got a critical hit. I might hang on to these, actually. Yeah, okay. Dancing Flames. Oh, whoa! I can't quite figure out the aiming mechanic for these, because sometimes when they're really close, it still doesn't seem to do anything to them. Like, right now? How is this guy still alive? Kind of thing. And then other times, it's like he'll chuck them, and I can't quite figure out... See, it's like that. He's right in front of my face. What is going on? What are you aiming at? Die. That was really weird. Oh wow, you guys are about to die. Oh, Barbella's down. Die. Well, that didn't go too bad. I mean, we lost our cannons, but that was about it. So that's not terrible. The cannon thing did work pretty well, at least before they smashed it. Now here's an interesting thing. Okay, it does actually work without the, I wasn't sure if it actually worked without the full blueprint completed, but it does. Whoops. Okay, so we're complete. Finish that. Got more fire things. Okay, where's our quest person? There's one over there. Really? Barbella doesn't need us to do anything? No? Okay, I guess she's just working away. That's cool. Let's find out what they need, and then we're gonna wrap this episode up. Burley! Nice work getting rid of those monsters, Sparrow. But still, whenever the horrible things make it into town, I always worry that something's gonna get wrecked. Really? Did you notice what happened in the last episode? Which is why I've been thinking, uh-oh, why don't we build something that'll keep them away from our hideout altogether? Here, take a look at this blueprint I've drawn up. If we had a thing like that in front of the entrance, the blighters wouldn't be able to even touch us. I reckon over there is the best place to set it up. Over there. Go on, Sparrow, give it a go. Build that piston palisade. Sure, I've drawn up for you, and beef up our defenses. What is it new now? What do you mean? You thought I didn't have nothing in my head but muscle? Bwahahaha! You don't pull your punches, do you? To be honest, I thought so too. Still, I've had the idea now. Only thing for it's to see if it's any good. I don't even understand what that means. Make that piston palisade just like I've drawn it, and we'll find out. Okay, but what does this do exactly? Oh! Oh. Purple flagstone, 9 pistons, 9 pressure plates. So this is essentially what we were talking about, the whole piston pressure plate thing. That's kind of interesting, but that'll take a lot of work. And he said over here, what is it, 9 by 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I know, yeah. Well, 9 by 2, actually. 2 by 9, whatever. So yeah, I'll probably work on that in between now and the next episode, and I will get back to you guys. And my bad for cutting an episode, wasn't intentional, you know, whoops. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.